man. We're gonna get to see 10s on the Reyna. Oh my goodness. I love seeing 10s on Arena, especially in a comp like this where they're gonna need him to have tons of impact. You know, they have no real. I guess Sick can have that movement difference with his satchels, but most likely they're gonna rely a lot on 10s to open up these rounds. So I would look out for him. On the other side of things, Baby Bay. We saw, you know, previously when they approached this game, he might dash aggressively towards Long B to take that fight. He might dash into showers as an attacker, which is where he's heading right now on pistol round, actually. So let's see if he's going to do that on the pistol, because Zach will fault line it. Zach is looking over there right now, and Zombs is going to get fault lined if he goes into showers.
I'm glad we're seeing the breach. It's something I wanted to point out, and we haven't seen that much of it, but it's certainly going to be an interesting difference in playstyle. And there goes that fault line from Zach, and that's actually going to catch Zombs. Marved and Baby Bay working showers. The orb is collected for Baby Bay. Love to see that.
Do love to see that. They're getting the orbs early. Sentinels only has three people here at this A site, but Dapper is getting on the rotate. So by the time this hit happens, Sentinels will have a full stack.
Blocking sight.
Be down to Baby Bay to get some space created. Dom's holding it down though. Actually, Shazam is able to get the kill. So this is looking very problematic. Sentinels, huge shutdown from them for the Flawless. And that is a way to start off map 2 for Sentinels. That's quite a strong statement to kick things off.
Yeah, I mean, that's a statement round right there, right? By the time FaZe hit the site, there was 4 Sentinels players there. Tens is already on the flank. And that's something to look out for, guys. 10s on this Reyna on the flank if FaZe is grouped up. They have no Sentinels anymore. Zachary goes from the Killjoy role, where he plays super supportive for his teammates, helping them out. Now he's doing that same thing, except on Breach. Doesn't really have the same effect watching the flanks.
Standing ahead.
Does that full line again. Sick trying to work the showers control with the boom button. FaZe actually falling back off the drone tag on B long, so try and make a quick rotation after representing quite a lot of pressure towards that B site. So only 2 defenders on A right now, so there is a small timing, but as I say that, the rotation, of course, from Shazam is starting to come through. And backside is looking pretty fortified from Sentinels. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, but they're going to go back towards this B site. Tense is going to have his first battle here. It's going to be against Corey. He has a trip to work with, though. This is going to be very difficult for Corey to enter hookah.
Yeah, he has pain shells. It's basically it, though. Just a classic. It is a save. In that close position. Did indeed. Let's deal with the trip at least, but got more to worry about than just that. As Tens indeed is sitting in there, and as in the flash for his teammates, he continues to hold hookah, and FaZe are struggling to make their way forward here. Just the lack of firepower creating issue for success, and only a single frag onto Dapper, which is their, at this point, the only frag that they have on the on Bind so far. So now that we move into the rifle round, we'll have to see if they can find some more success, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the default's going to look like, as well as the bonus for Sentinels. Maybe Sentinels are going to do something a little bit cute here, Sean.
It looks like they are, actually, with 10s on short A, right up on that barrier. You know, Sick right next to him. Those are the 2 star players. They're going to go right into short A right now. And Zach looks like he's lining up the fault line to stop. Oh, no, he's switching it to showers. This could be scary for Zach.
Oh, just dodging the fault line. Tens creeping forward. Very dangerous here, Marv.
This is the opening. They know. They know. That's a studied play, Dan. Marv, I mentioned it before. He's all alone showers. No one holds that side of the short A push on the FaZe default. And the lack of a Sentinel really hurts them right there.
And they might be forced to go off of action from Baby Bay here, because they lost the whole A side of the map. They're going to be committed towards B here. They don't have time or interest in going back. Have to make it work. I'll cover that to hookah to make things even more difficult. With that said, actually, FaZe, if they sit here long enough, they might be able to make a shower CP play. It'd be very risky, but that is something that they could try to do here, as they still are just staying stuck behind the smokes.
And Dapper put a trip on elbow because FaZe loves pushing elbow on these B hits. I would be shocked if we don't see a Faze player move towards this elbow position.
It's not looking likely right now, and the control here on this post-boss looking terrible for Faze. They have a lot to do. The Sentinels start to come in, the boom boss is going to find some damage. Ooh, the peek from Corey is fearless. Trace coming through here as this elbow position does prove to be problematic. Zoms is able to walk out. Nice flash from Zach. Thompson, 3 versus 3 now. Faze starting to hold quite nicely. Sentinels, despite all of the position they had, can't convert it into a retake, and I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah, I think it's just the constant peaks at the choke points, right? They taking out that boom bot early was huge. Jiggling spawn, taking out a frag there, jiggling elbow, keeping that guy at bay. He's really stalling out the rotate and drawing a lot of attention. The flash peek from Zach, massive. The individual players from Faze just came up so big right there.
2-1, or 1-2 I should say, as Faze just picked up their first round on the board. Of course, it was the bonus for Sentinels, so Sentinels with a solid buy, just a Spectre on sick. Lots of pressure around B. This time, Sean Zach's watching for that short push, so Marv doesn't get backstabbed again.
Yeah, very smart. They've made a minor adaptation. But you can see that's Faze having to change their game plan. That Sentinel's getting in their head a little bit. And that is a massive find. I mentioned Marv by the showers. He's all alone. Sentinels is taking the fight to him. That Zom's alone at the A site taking that fight. There's 4 on B.
Being very restricted here for
Look at this Boombot.
Faze.
This Boombot makes Faze think no one's in garden, but Chaz is here.
Baby Bay needs to convert off of this. Ooh, dashing through the TP to at least stay alive. Zam takes down Zach though, and they are bleeding right now. Faze haven't got much to work with. Dapper holding on to Hookah's got all this utility. He's got support from his teammates if he wants it. Oh, Corey. Great timing on that swing. Takes down Dapper, and that's going to at least keep 1 or 2 players towards B for now. There's so much we're asking of the individuals from Faze to convert this round at this point. And speaking of individuals, who else but Tens here to create problems with the Reyna? Dismissing back onto that frag. There's no way in. Zoms will shut it down, and Sentinels picking up another round.
Yeah, Sentinels stabilizing it early. 3-1 now. Faze has to be a little bit low on money here. So that's why you see Corey reeling back to spawn. Gonna take this Phantom into the next round. I think I would be a little bit shocked if we don't see more shower presence coming out of Faze after what's been happening to Marv. He's gonna ask someone to come with him from here on out, right? They can't just keep putting him on the island. But I feel like if I'm in Sentinel shoes, I recognize that as being a possibility right now. Because you can't just pick off someone twice all by himself in weird ways like this and have it not get in their head.
Play for showers here from both sides. Oh, the breeze flash comes through. That makes the difference. Marv able to take down Dapper. I'm sure he's very happy about that. After not getting as much as he wants around that position, now they have it to start with. Faze winning early on in the default.
Indeed, and Corey actually had to use his Boombot and paint shells, and 10 still has hookah control. So if Faze goes back B, they have no drone. Rockets just use that drone at long B. They have no Boombot, and Tens is getting aggressive. This is what I said, no Sentinels. It's very dangerous for Faze right now on this A hit.
Oh my god, and he heard the running there. Was that a bait? I'm not even sure right now.
He got past him.
Oh, he turns around. That was the best bait. He has no idea how solid that was. Tens was going to change the round there for sure, and he looks away. That's stepping from
B-side's
Walkers.
open now. B-side's wide open.
Just out of position, Sentinels having to be forced through the TP. That's how desperate they are to take that fight around the TP, and it's not going to work out. And it seems like it's open now, Sean. We saw the action around showers, the early win from Faze, the reaction from Sentinels to start pushing short B, and then we saw Tens just not get what he needed to get out of his flank, and that was the difference.
Yeah, I think Tens on that flank was definitely dangerous, right? The fact that both Faze players, both support players from Faze are aware of the possibility, right? Rocket's looking for it. Calls Zachary over just in case, right? Even though Rocket's just cleared it, there's a second player clearing it. And that's the kind of methodical clearing you have to do when you don't have a Sentinel, you don't have a trip, you don't have an alarm bot, you don't have a turret. You have to make sure that no one's flanking you. So Faze is really dotting all their I's, crossing their T's. And that's what you want to see out of them. Honestly, they're playing this game perfectly, given their...
Yeah, I'm really impressed by that, because there's something to be said for what on the surface looks like a really aggressive play style and amazing mechanics. But as you say, there is a lot behind that to back it up at the professional level, so they're not just some kind of like one-dimensional, one-trick type of team. They're just playing a lot of the fundamentals really well in Valorant. And now Sentinels, they'll have a buy here, but this is both teams really spending all of their money. Faze slightly ahead economically, but Sentinels going for a short B aggression. And the drone as well from Shazam. Oh, trying to punish Shazam is Raucous being in the drone. Tentative stuff in. That's a great kill. Big rotation. Oh my god, he's insane.
Oh, Mark cancels.
Sick with the flank, walking down short A, and that's short B, and that's what you're talking about again, Sean. Just the lack of the Sentinel. It's going to have these openings. The Rolling Thunder used to protect the spike. A lot of respect there from FaZe. They needed the spike down, and the 4 versus 4 post plant now.
Spike planted.
Everybody from Sentinels coming from spawn. Tens opens it up. Starting to look kind of grim here, but again,
tag.
If Corey can hold on to U-Haul control, this could really make a huge difference in their chances. A lot of util though to try to deal with this. Corey does not have much health. Paranoia goes out from showers. Corey is struggling to hold on to this, trying to pre-fire these positions. Out comes the classic. Burning as much time as possible. It's really up to Marv at this point. He's going to get forced off the angle by Dapper. Corey tries to take the peak, but it's all on Marv now. It's all on Marv as he tries to win this next fight against Dapper. Dapper's so annoying. He goes for the swing on the diffuser. And there's just enough time. Oh, if he gets that kill, that's the round one, but the defense is good.
There is no pro player that is better at just the awareness of where the player model is than Dapper. I mean, we've seen his jump jiggle piece, but just the way he crafted that movement was so perfect. We were watching from Mar's point of view. He stood no chance. Dapper's just constantly jiggling, and you have to respect that in that 1-on-2 because the defuse is happening. You need that frag ASAP. Oh my god, that was insane from Dapper.
Yeah, he's already had some huge moments, and there's another one. Big push coming through. Around short B, this fight though, it doesn't look like FaZe want to give this one up. Corey's gonna get trapped though. Sick wins the battle, and that's a 4 versus 4. But Sick is quite low, down to, well, I say quite. He's on 7 HP, he's critically low. And FaZe start walking back towards A. There is a 2-man defense here, including Zoms and Dapper. Dapper's gonna deal with the drone. That's actually a huge pick.
He's out showered, Dan. He's walking.
Takes down one though. That's Marved out of the rounds. There's a trade to be had. Baby Baby's going to find that one to make life a little bit easier, but they don't have U-Haul control at this point. You can see Dapper's got that cage. So difficult to deal with. Another cage in the same position. He set it up to hold on to U-Haul for as long as possible by himself. They can't really challenge this. They have to respect it, and now Dapper is going to get taken down. He held on for a long time, and the spike is still not down just yet. 6-7 points of health. Shazam takes control again through U-Haul. The Sentinels walking his way through. He's going to be perfect. And FaZe are going to pick it up. Great defense around the spike, and great patience too, because they really waited Dapper's play out for a long time before planting the spike.
Yeah. And that's what FaZe is excellent at. When I watch FaZe, the other team has all these traps, all these one-way smokes, one-way cages. If you go here, we're going to paint shell you while we paranoia you. FaZe just backs up off that, plays very patiently, takes a deep breath, and then reapproaches the situation and just aim battles, right? They do an excellent job of not challenging these traps. I cannot state that enough. They wait it out, and then they just win. Great round right there from Faze.
Lost pressure on B long now this time. Going from Shazam's going to get dealt with. Oh my god, Baby Basic real fast coming through this one. Very dangerous. This is so scary. Out comes the Sheriff from Tens. You know he's always good for one. And it takes down Baby Bay. That's a big find. Tens not holding the gap. They're going to go for the challenges around spawn, of course. Out comes the Showstopper. Zick likes his chances. He takes down Corey. Suddenly, massive problems for FaZe. In fact, that's it. A flawless round from Sentinels on the retake. They had very little to work with. And then they get like loads of upgrades. That's pretty insane.
Yeah. I mean, Tens peeks out. We saw the battle a lot in Ascent. This is one of the first times we've seen it here on Bind. Peeks out, takes out Baby Bay out of the whole pack. Sick, just shoots a random Showstopper in the tube. I believe that's where he thought Marv went to. Unlucky for Corey, he runs right into it. The low HP player Marv is the one left alive. I mean, Sentinels just made perfect choices. Just perfect counters to FaZe right there. They're up 5-3. FaZe on eco. Baby stashing showers right now.
Ooh. Oh, Marv goes down. Baby Bay is the important one in this round, at least, as far as FaZe are concerned, with those knives ready to go. The Blaze Storm activated. Yes, he does. And goodbye, Tens. And just as it was done to FaZe, FaZe do it back to Sentinels. Not looking quite as good, though. The spike is lost. It's in market, though.
Give me those back.
Baby Bay finding another pick. A minute to go now. And he's basically playing deathmatch. You know exactly where he is. He's got a dash refresh. Thick is perfect on that peak. And I mean, you have to be to take down Baby Bay, and he will. And that's another round going to Sentinels. 6-3 up now on Bind on map 2 in this best of 5 grand finals here for North American Masters.
There we go. That's probably the least successful we've ever seen Baby Bay be with the Blaze Storm. I mean, FaZe in general. When he pops it, it seems like FaZe wins the round, even though he gets 2 frags right there, refreshes his dash. It still seemed like it was too much for FaZe. They had to use 2 ults that round. A ton of economic damage, but they don't have much here.
Looking for that aggression. Tens gets forward. Looking problematic. Nice pounce from FaZe. They are looking very good here. And I mean, that's the Jet special. You might kill the Jet, but you're not going to be able to hold it down afterwards. And Spike can be collected 3 versus 2. The A site's been completely compromised here. Sentinels, you can't count them up. The Hunter's Fury is available for Shazam.
He's in the perfect spot to use it too. This spawn rotate location. Oh, there it is.
No. Oh my god, FaZe are getting ruined by this. Zach now in the 1v1 though. He's got a minute to go, so even though disaster struck, still has lots to work with. He's just going to go straight for the plant. No TP shenanigans from him. He's got the Rolling Thunder. There's a possibility he's able to delay for a long time that fault line could come back, but the Rolling Thunder will get Shazam off the stick. Yeah. So this is a problem. Shazam has to go for the tap. He needs to try to bait out this Rolling Thunder.
Zach's playing this perfect, Dan. And like you mentioned, the Rolling Thunder will hit Shazam off the spike. Oh. Shazam gets hit!
That's going to kill a lot of time here. All lines ready, and Zach doesn't care. Straight out there. Take down Shazam and lock in the round. Had to use the Rolling Thunder, but it's not ideal, but it does lock in that 4th round on the board. And Sentinels still ahead a couple, so every round is precious.
Oh, Zach and David. Yeah, you mentioned it. Creating that space, right? Just denying the opportunity of ever getting a multi-frag to that defender on the A site. That's what you want to see out of a Jet. That's what Baby does so effectively. Even when he's not finding frags, he is causing utter chaos, and he's making it very hard for your team.
3 players set up here coming in from Sentinels on this defense. Maybe expecting a switch up from FaZe and their opening, but there was no pressure free from FaZe. FaZe have actually, they spread out across the width of the map, and they've pressed the pause button.
Whew, we can all breathe. Whew. They're giving us a breather, Dan. He's going to take it slow this round. Is very close to this ult. You can see Faze really feeling the aggression. Corey did a good job of shutting down the hookah push early. I think that was Sentinel's play, and now they're playing passive for the rest of the round. Faze regrouping for this A hit. They've had quite a bit of success here.
Bay very cautious around the one-way. Our cover into spawn. That might tell Sentinels everything they need to know. There goes the paranoia in response. Corey, though, with that elevated position, dodges the paranoia, opens it up, but still, U-Haul's under control, but not for much longer. Baby Bay wraps his way around, and he's in the smoke. Of course he is. But he's so careful. Dapper jumping through, somehow wins that battle. 3 versus 3 as the spike is ticking away. Sentinels start to march forward together in a coordinated effort to try to find these post-plant positions. That spike is out there in the open.
Shines, Dan. This is where the Empress shines, these 3-on-3s.
Or he might work his way around to U-Haul. He could actually find a good timing onto the flank. Mars is going to go down. It's up to Corey. He takes down one. Can he find the remainder here? The tap's coming! Coming off the spike now. Tense is forced off of it. Oh, there comes the paint shells and the spray. Is it going to be enough to delay? I know it's not. He got it to halfway. It's going to be good here for Sentinels. That was damn close, though. Really good effort from Faze, but it's not enough again.
Last round in the half.
I mean, you saw that player in U-Haul. Baby Bay was behind U-Haul waiting for Sick to leave before Sick even had the idea to leave. That's how fast Faze is. They're behind U-Haul before you even have the idea to leave it. So insanely aggressive with the pace. Dapper coming through the spawn smoke, taking out Baby Bay. You said it was shocking. That was shocking that he won that battle. And Corey played it perfectly with the paint shells. Oh man, the rounds are so close. They really are. They're so close. Corey with the showstopper now. They have to respect it. They're probably going to give up hookah.
Ooh, big aggression from Tens down B long, though. He's looking for opening jewels in the early timings of this round.
Nowhere to run.
Drones coming through as well. And that drone, if they hear it, they won't expect someone to be pushing. They have no idea about Tens. They got no idea. Tens able to fall back off of that one. And the pressure comes in now. Faze have to win A. With that aggression on B long, they have to win something back. The showstopper's pulled out to win the A site. And it is just completely vacant. The retake effort from Sentinels is, despite them having the man advantage, is not guaranteed. Oh, good paint shells coming through. That's nothing that Corey can do there. Checkmate for him. 3 players left now on the defense. As Sentinels start to sprint forwards.
The neural theft.
So little to work with now for Faze. And they are going to have nothing to say about this round after all is said and done. And that's 8 at the end of the first half. Sentinels up 8 against Faze on 4. And this, of course, again is map 2 of this best of 5. Sentinels picking up Ascent just previously. Very close game. And this one still could be as we go into this pistol. As Faze get on the defense, we might see, I'm hoping we're going to see a lot of breach flash aggressions.
Ooh. Every round seems so close, Dan. It seems like the rounds Faze had advantage in, they somehow, lost. And those typically go their way. That scares me a little bit if I'm rooting for Faze. But this defense side is where they always put up monster numbers when I watch them. Baby Bay can come alive on this jet roll. He can find impact in the early rounds. So I would look for him to start getting way more aggressive than what we saw on the attacker side. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a little bit more aggressive. He's down, long beaten! Sick takes him out!
Yeah, and that's what we're talking about. The breach flash with the jet dash is just magnificent. I think the teams in Asia, of course, showing us those kinds of things very early on Bind. Very scary indeed. And Sentinels, they will, of course, be able to defend that. And they've got themselves this 5v2. It's a free bomb site. This bomb site's looking like the scenes that you'd see in a post-apocalyptic city. Like Walking Dead or something.
Will Smith just chilling in U-Haul. His dog.
Mannequin somewhere. I wonder if Zach and Raucus can find any damage from this, though. Getting a couple kills, be nice to charge up those ultimates. Both have very impactful ultimates. You're looking to get some money from those kills as well.
Sentinels seem so disciplined. It's surprising given the pace that this game has gone on. And there they go. They're going to storm spawn, take out rockets, not let him live. Flawless round from Sentinels, up 9-4, Dan. You really feel like Faze, if they're going to give up this eco, they're going to save here. The next round, the first gun round, is going to be an absolute must-win for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love this play belong. It is a gamble because you don't know. It's not guaranteed what the opponents are going to be doing at that timing of the round. But I love to see the gambles. I think it just makes sense from what FaZe are doing to be making those. And it also conditions Sentinels to slow down a little bit because they've got to be afraid of those very fast plays, catching them off guard. Three players here with the freeze blast. Hello! Here comes the updraft from Baby Bay. Nothing you can do about that one. I think Dapper's fortunate just to get even one out of that. Sentinels will get the spike planted on Truck, though.
It's hilarious because Baby Bay is so good at showing the value of Jet, right? There's no way Dapper's getting more than one kill there. There's just no way. Incredible spacing created by Baby Bay.
Yeah, and it's going to be very difficult to find any more edges here to FaZe. Going to use their abilities, though. The fault line, the paranoia comes through to U-Haul. Well, that Bulldog as well. There comes a breach blast straight in your face, inside your head. Still, though, looking like a pretty good defense coming through from Sentinels. Some good trades, though. Getting it down to a 1 versus 2. Maybe to get some extra. Nope. Will be denied, and I think they should survive the exit. Three players dead, though. Definitely a good result from FaZe.
Yeah, 3 players dead and damage to the armor on the other 2, so they have to reinvest there. That's a fantastic eco from FaZe. That was way better than I thought they could have done given what they invested. Now, this is what it's all down to, Dan. I mean, we all know FaZe can rally a comeback, but if they lose this round, they might not even give themselves a chance. They need to get on the board here. They need to build an economy. They need to build their ults, but it all starts here.
Standing ahead.
There goes a recon dart. That's always going to be great. You know, it forces players to turn.
No more charges left.
Cam use as well, signature abilities. They recharge. It didn't force anything out of the defenders, though. FaZe will, in the meantime, drone the info be long. And we can see on our minimap that Sentinels are grouping up towards short B. And now they're going back to B long, which was just cleared by the drone, Sean.
Yeah, and simultaneously, Shaz was droning short A. So they're really selling it right now. They're really selling the A hit.
This is going to be
kind of biting.
It's going to be so hard, isn't it? There's so little to work with. The recon's available now for Raucus. Oh, doesn't expect the timing. This is so dangerous. Corey is stuck here in Hookah. He's got to win these battles. These Oms is looking for a peek there. They don't know exactly if everyone rotated off the side or not. So that Corey, he's going to be able to maybe get a 3-1 out of this. There comes the push coming from 10.
Dapper's activated on the flank, but Baby Bay is holding it, Dan. This is chaos.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. The chaos is really difficult to deal with. The paranoia goes through to allow players to come out of spawn, but here comes the flank. The timing from Dapper in the back with the ghost. And he's gonna not even necessarily be all that impactful here because his teammates are all gone. He's able to pick up the Phantom, but can he get the straight through? He might have to be that because it's getting stuck right now. He's got to find his way through to the frag. He's trying to find it. The Baby Bay's causing problems, and the round will go to FaZe.
Let's go, Dan. I don't have a rooting interest in this matchup. I just want to see all the rounds, and we needed that one to go there. Let's go. FaZe getting 5 on the board. They have some life in them. Oh, man. Baby Bay, so aware of the Dapper flank. You could see the mind games on the minimap. Dapper heard the TP. He was waiting for the sound audio cue of Baby Bay rotating into Hookah. The second that happens, Dapper's on the flank, and it looks like one of those horror movies, right? Where the killer's just walking behind everyone that's running, and somehow he's catching up. Like, how is this happening? The physics don't make any sense. But Dapper can't close out the round. Baby Bay does. And look at the Madman.
Here.
Look at the Madman. He's got that Blaze Storm ready to go. And again, you know, of course, the opponents know that. They heard it. And you got to be afraid about it. What does it mean when you hear, watch this in the distance, when you're Sentinels? What does it mean in terms of how you're now playing the pace of your round?
Take flight.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like Sentinels is moving towards his B site correctly. He purposely hit that trip to put it in Dapper's head. You can see Dapper's like, oh, let's get out of here. The spikes over here at B, they have no map control, and Baby Bay is exploring their spawn right now.
Oh.
He's on a walkabout, Dan.
He's camping the TP exit. So if his teammates force Sentinels into a position where they've burned a lot of time, they may have to hit the TP, although they're mostly hookah control right now, so they actually might not go for that option. But still, that was the plan from Baby Bay. He's got a long rotation. His teammates have to somehow delay and hold on for long enough for Baby Bay to get there, but he's so far away still. Now comes the spike plant.
They're going to come TP, I think.
Spike planted.
Oh, no. Okay, so Spike's in the site. They're just going with a triple long setup. Like you said, Baby's on a really late flank. I don't think Dapper's going to be aware of this. Dapper's, his job is to flank, but BBA is coming from a very unexpected angle. And Faze is going to wait a little bit for him.
They're buying as much time as possible. Paranoia through Shazam, though. Oh, he's going to get completely destroyed. There's the showstopper from Stick. He whiffs! Big opportunity now for Faze. There goes Baby Bay. He comes in. Perfect timing. There's the updraft. Tense defense. And he's going to be able to dismiss away. Raucous trying to take him down. He gets it. And that's a wrap for the round. And Faze, I don't think they could have cut that any closer. I don't think they could have coordinated that any better under so much pressure. They make it look so good.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect from Faze right there. They knew exactly what they had to do. They had to draw massive attention towards the site. It's not just like, you know, this guy on the flank is going to magically kill 3 people in this level of gameplay, right? Someone's going to be watching the flank. So in order to activate that flank, we need to push out of the spawn. We need to create an opening. And that's exactly what they did. Baby gets activated on the flank. He has the presence of mind to updraft right there. The showstopper barely misses the guy's sight. Oh. Zachary with a huge kill on 10s closes out the round.
I believe that should say 6 to 10 for Faze as well. So you're going to round 17. Don't be distracted by that. Big aggression on Hookah. Oh, there goes the paint shells, and that's going to send everybody back out of Hookah into a full line as well. And of course, they're going to go try to work it again. Nice tag, the 145 from the Sheriff onto Corey. He has the showstopper available. Likely doesn't want to have to. I cannot believe he swings that with 5 health. This guy is just crazy. You got to strap a straight jacket on him. He's crazy. Sure.
He's going back to the well den. He wants more.
5 health. Oh, and he's dodging that as well. This guy's now in the Matrix. In bullet time. He swings again. He gets a lot of damage. So he's done a good job. And it's 3 players left for Sentinels. They don't have the numbers to swarm. And all their players are very weak at this point. And it's just a case of the cleanup, which is happening. The mops are out from Faze. And Sick is going to be swept away, surely. Manages to get some extra money out of the spy plant. Got a Sheriff. Oh, he's gone. He's absolutely gone.
Oh, man. The aggression on Faze. The confidence is coming back. The confidence is coming back. They have the ult on Corey. They have the ult on Zach. Raucous getting his with that defuse. Marv 1 away. They have the economy. This comeback is more than likely. Marv, I mean, I haven't even noticed. I'm not really one to point out scores. He's sitting there at 4 and 15. A lot of that, he was taken out of the game in showers in the first half. Can he come back and activate? He was a huge part of their win on Bind in the past. You mentioned that ace. That was incredible. That was one of the best aces we've seen all tournament.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Marv has really been so impressive. So many players say that about him. We've got another aggression coming in, and it wouldn't be an ace matchup without it, but Corey does fall. Nice defense from Zoms. They were looking for that. Well, the trade comes through thanks to Baby Bay, able to even up the numbers. Look at the rotation coming through now. Everybody going back to that B side here, but it won't be quickly enough. Sick gets a dink. No elbow control just yet. You see Faze trying to hold on to it. Sprayed a little bit through it. Then comes the rolling
all getting
thunder.
hit, Dan.
Oh no! Oh no! This is very bad. And Sick with the swing, though. He's able to defend his teammates for just long enough to just allow them to come off that cooldown. And FaZe are striking back, though. It resets into a 2v2. Through the TP they go, in towards the A site. FaZe have a very good chance of winning this still. Baby Bay on the operator. He doesn't have the dash left. The fault line is available. Tens has 2 orbs to dismiss if he needs. The paranoia is good as well. A lot of util for both sides to work with. Couple cloud bursts as well. He's looking for that aggressive frag. He finds it. There's the dismiss. And this has to be something special now from Baby Bay. 1 versus 2. The discipline from these Sentinels players. Not going to allow a peek. Nothing for free for Baby Bay. Some spray through the smoke. Creating some presence. He's looking for the second player, though. Tries to find the frag. It's so hard. It's getting harder and harder as time goes on. Baby Bay picks up the first frag, but it would have to be Tens. Now giving him a duel. Will he give it to him? He does, but there's no time anyway. Very well played by Sentinels to lock in the 2v1. And Baby Bay just keeps the operator alive in time.
Oh, man. Sentinels sneak out that round. Sick. I thought it was Shazam, but it was actually Sick and Elbow. That was the only one not hit by that Rolling Thunder. It was pivotal that he won the first duel because everyone was about to die. He's wasted that breach ult. I thought for sure they had that round. We're sitting at 11-7. Sentinels, their economy is in shambles. Honestly, they need to win this round or they're broke. This round counts for 2.
And you're right, it's so clutch from Sick. Had to get 2 and he gets 2. Unreal. And the drones exchange long air. We get the run behind the drone, the dash back from Baby Bay. Doesn't like what he was seeing. And that's huge. You know, you mentioned it before, burning the dash early on is critical. It means that you don't have to worry about Baby Bay being, well, hyper aggressive. He's still probably going to be aggressive, but you know, you can at least eliminate certain plays.
And FaZe is massively changing up the looker. Marv is opting extremely passively on this A site, where they typically play very aggressive on the shower. So they switch the op over to Marv, allows them to play 2 passively on A. And they're reading this B hit. Those facial hurt.
3 players, the firing squad there, lining up around Hookah. Out goes the showstopper. Not going to find his target. They may think this position's clear now. This could be problematic. Corey able to take down 1. Just now trying to jiggle, trying to buy time, using the showstopper. Sending it, Garden doesn't connect. But Tens will connect with him. Corey's down and out. Zachary, though, with the breach flash, causing problems, trying to reset, but he's going to go down, and it's Marv now. You talked about the operator. It comes out. The flick's good. But it's the 1v2. And look at Dapper go.
Got it.
This is very difficult for Marv.
Spike planted.
No weapon, no rifle here to pick up.
So he throws a smoke garden, which makes Sick have to step in front of it. Sick's in an off angle. Dapper's not even peeking spawn. So Marv will be able to get out of this hallway.
First opening, not going to be found. Dapper's actually just going to go for the peek. Wants that info. Lands the shot. Very well played for Sentinels again. And it is insane, Sean, when you think about it. Just how back and forth this is. How many small, like 1v1s actually end up dictating enormous advantages.
Cool. That one with Tens. And I don't know how that showstopper didn't connect. I've seen that several times throughout Masters where a showstopper is popped and immediately a Reyna on the other team will throw a Leer in the air. And it seems like such a good counter. I mean, you can't see anything. Because typically when you use a showstopper, you're trying to kill someone a little bit far away. So the near sight just owns you.
It's a really good point, actually. And FaZe are really desperate at this point. They're down a map, fighting for their life here on Bind. It's going to have to be 5 rounds in a row to come back to overtime to give themselves a chance to win this map on Bind. And it's scary. They've got a Sheriff on Raucus, the Judge on Corey, although the Judge is extremely good. The Bucky on Baby Bay. So it all makes sense, but it's just going to be tough. Hunter's Fury comes out. He's going to find one. He's going to get a connection, and just dodging that in time. Sick with the is forced to use his satchels. So there is that at least.
A lot of utility on Sentinels right now.
There goes the Hunter's Fury from Suzanne, clearing out.
The hunt begins.
the A sites. Baby Bay comes through, Bucky in hand, Dapper's ready. Marv, though, makes the difference. Round U-Haul, finding one quick headshot. And behind the aftershock, Marv is going to get more. He's holding things down here for Faze.
30 seconds left.
He's done just enough to make things a little scary here for Sentinels, but they're still ahead. But so slightly, but they need to get the spike planted, and they don't really feel safe to do so. So it's a rotation through TP
Corey has
into
8
that
shells
B plant.
down, and he's on the rotate.
Or if he just waits for the lineup, oh, he's instead going to just toss him
10
immediately.
seconds left.
And that allows him to get backside. There we go.
Oh.
Judge comes into action, swaps it out. Phantom in hand. He knows they are both hookah. They know both players are defending from hookah. Dapper, though, takes down one. Dapper can't be stopped. He's absolutely on fire this game.
Win.
That's a 13-7. Locked in. Map 2 in the bag for Sentinels. They've got Ascent. They've got